Pretty special last couple of nights from Fenway Park. They hope for another tonight in Game 4 of the series between the Indians and the Red Sox. Hi again, everybody. I'm Don Orsillo, as always, joined by Jerry Remy. Welcome to Red Sox baseball. Well, Jacoby Ellsbury's had a terrific season and a flair for the dramatic the last couple of nights.
Well, there have been a lot of guys in this Red Sox team that if they continue to go the way they're going, they're going to be considered for MVP candidates end of the year, and Jacoby Ellsbury may just be in that category. Look at the numbers so far this season. The .317 batting average, 142 hits to this point of the season, a career high in doubles with 30, a career high with home runs. He could end up possibly with 30 home runs on the season. 65 RBIs is also a career high, and a .513 slugging percentage. And has he taken a beat in the last couple of nights? He's been on the field for the game-winning base hit, the game-winning home run, the celebration at home plate, but those are the kind of the beatings you like to take.
Eric Bedard makes his Red Sox debut tonight. We'll come back and talk about Eric Bedard right after this. And the Boston Red Sox. Welcome back inside the broadcast booth, everybody. I'm Don Orsillo. Well, tonight, Eric Bedard makes his Red Sox debut. Of course, Clay Buchholz went on the 60-day DL to make room for Bedard, who comes over from the Seattle Mariners. The amazing part is how close the two's numbers are as Bedard now replaces Buchholz. But very close statistically. Bedard has made 16 starts this season, 2 more than Buchholz. The numbers for the new starter are comparable to the player he'll be replacing. Bedard has a lower ERA, more strikeouts, and a lower opponent batting average. He's made just 1 start over the last month, but his 16 starts are the most he's made in a season since 2007, his last season in Baltimore. The biggest difference between the two pitchers is the support. The Mariners scored a total of just 58 runs in his starts and just 2 in his last 3 starts, which were all losses. Bedard certainly happy to be a member of the Red Sox.
I guess the atmosphere, it's a close-knit ballpark, and it's the fans are really into it, and it was my first couple of years in the big leagues, and then we played here a lot, and I just loved it. No, I'm just coming here and do what I can. I mean, there's no sense of putting more pressure if that's not going to help. I mean, sometimes when you put more pressure, you don't do as good. Well, I'm just going to come here and do what I can and help this ball team win. To be in a playoff race and be in a contending team is what you want to accomplish in being a baseball player. So I think it'll be fun, and that's that.
Well, tonight he'll be matched up against old friend Justin Masterson, who's 8-7 with a 2.57 earned run average. We're back with the first pitch from Fenway right after this. website for deals by Toyota.com, Dunkin' Donuts, and by Southwest Airlines. Welcome back to Fenway Park as the Red Sox have taken the field, getting ready for Game 4 of this 4-game series. Let's check out the visiting Cleveland Indians starting 9. Ezequiel Carrera is in center field, leading it off in the second straight night. Jason Kipnis at second base bats second, as ASDRUBAL Cabrera at shortstop bats third, with Travis Hafner the DH. Carlos Santana does the catching after playing first base last night. Kosuke Fukudome in right field bats sixth. Matt LAPORTA at first base seventh, with Austin Kearns in left, and Jason Donald at third base bats ninth. Erik Bedard in his Red Sox debut tonight. 16 starts with the Seattle Mariners. Was 4-7 there with a 3.45 earned run average. Not much in the way of run support. But 87 strikeouts at 30 walks. Opponents hitting at 226 in a very short, brief outing, which turned out to be a loss against Tampa Bay, and what worked out to be his last outing in a Mariners uniform.
The Red Sox defense is brought to you by Jordan's Furniture. They're third in the American League. Kevin Youkilis at third base. Marco Scudero, the shortstop. Dustin Pedroia at second, and Adrian Gonzalez, the first baseman. Crawford, Ellsbury, Reddick in the outfield, and Jason VARITEK doing the catching for Bedard.
First pitch for Erik Bedard in a Red Sox uniform. Misses outside, ball one. And we are underway. Ezequiel Carrera leading it off. The center fielder for the Tribe, hitting at 291. No homers, 5 runs batted in. Spent the first 2 games of the series batting out of the number 9 spot. He's led off the last 2. As he takes strike 1.
Of course, he loves the bunt, so Kevin Youkilis in very tight at third base against Carrera.
One is outside. It's 2-1. You expect Bedard tonight to go somewhere between 75 and 80 pitches. Kurt Young certainly saw a lot of him when he was the Oakland A's pitching coach in the American League West when Bedard was in Seattle. 2-1 is inside. It's 3-1. Bedard, I think, surprised some folks with his answer the other day in the press conference when meeting with the Boston media for the first time that Fenway Park was his favorite park to pitch in. 3-1 is strike 2, full count.
It felt like he loved the excitement of the fans, the fact that the fans are right on top of the field. Great atmosphere to play in.
Three-two pitch. There's a swing and a miss. Strikes out Carrera. First batter he faces in a Red Sox uniforms, down by way of the K.
Ran the count to 3 balls and 2 strikes. It goes with the fastball to pick up the strikeout against Carrera. Fastball middle in.
So 1 out here in the first inning. Jason Kipnis coming up. 242, 4 home runs, 5 runs batted in for Kipnis. Spent most of the year at AAA Columbus this year, hitting at 279. That is in there for strike 1.
Bedard had a 10 strikeout game earlier this season. That was against the Washington Nationals in interleague play.
Missing for ball 1, 1-1. Was born in Ontario, Canada. Comes the first Canadian-born pitcher to start a game for the Red Sox since Riel Cormier. It was in 1995. 23rd Canadian-born player to appear in a game for the Red Sox. First since Jason Bay. Ground ball to first. Gonzalez will need help, and there is Bedard, who just gets there in time. 2 down.
Throw a little bit low from Adrian Gonzalez, but Bedard is able to reach down around ankle high, make the catch, and make the tag at first base. See Gonzalez going to his right to make this play. Spins around. The throw's going to be a little bit low, but Bedard's able to make the catch and the tag to get the out.
So 0-2 down here in the first. Jason Varitek out to give him some time to catch his breath after having to cover the bag at first. And ASDRUBAL CABRERA coming up. Career high 19 home runs for Cabrera. Riding a 6-game hitting streak coming in. And he takes ball one. Card wanted that, but it is ball one.
Fastball here at 94 from Bedard, down and out of the strike zone.
In there for strike one, 1-1. This one is popped up down the right field line, foul ground. Gonzalez by the tarp makes the catch. The 1-2-3 first, a good start for Eric Bedard to his Red Sox career. The Red Sox are coming up. To the bottom of the first inning, Indians could not score. Here come the Red Sox, and their lineup is brought to you by New England Chevy dealers. Jacoby Ellsbury leads it off in center field with Dustin Pedroia at second base. Adrian Gonzalez at first base bats third. Kevin Youkilis at third with David Ortiz at DH. Carl Crawford's in left field batting sixth. Josh Reddick in right. Jason Varitek doing the catching. And Marco Scudero bats ninth. Now here is the hero of the last two nights, Jacoby Ellsbury, who's been incredible. He's had a great season, and last night used the long ball to win the game. Run of the year as this pitch misses inside. Jacoby hitting at .317, those 18 home runs, 65 runs batted in. On the ground and through into left field, a base hit. Jacoby Ellsbury keeps it going. He's got a single to begin the night.
And now a 6-game hitting streak for Jacoby Ellsbury. Takes Masterson to the opposite field between third and short and picks up the base hit. That's the first hit he's had off Masterson. He's now 1 for 7 against him.
So lead runner on here in the first inning for Dustin Pedroia. Pedroia fouls it off to the right, out of play. Justin Masterson on the mound tonight for the Indians. His 24th appearance, 23rd start, 8-7. But take a look at the ERA. It's the 6th best in the American League, 2.56 ERA. Last time out, a no decision against Kansas City, but he only gave up 2 runs in 8 innings. That is outside for ball 1, 1-1.
And of course, he's 2-0 in his career against the Red Sox. Kind of slings that ball up to home plate. That sinking fastball, slider, occasional change.
Made his first start against the Red Sox back on May 23rd of this year. 3-2 win over the Red Sox. Daniel Bard took the loss. This is lined, a foul ball. Pedroia comes in now, the 5-game hitting streak after he had a 25-game hitting streak come to an end. He's 9th right now in average as he hits at .314 to start the night. And so look at his 5-gamer. All 5 of those games are multi-hit games. 1-2 is missing. And it is 2-2 now to Pedroia. Throw to first, and back is Ellsbury.
31 steals for Jacoby Ellsbury. He's been thrown out 10 times.
Red Sox continuing their 7-game homestand tonight. It's the end of this 4-game series against the Indians. Welcome the Yankees in here tomorrow night. Lester and Colon in game 1, Lackey and Sabathia, then Beckett and Garcia in the weekend series against New York. Ellsbury is off at the pitch. Chopper to third. Throw from Donald across the diamond is in time. And Ellsbury was off at the pitch. Takes second, 1 down.
Let's take a look at the Cleveland defense. They're 10th in the American League. Jason Donald at third base has ASDRUBAL Cabrera, the shortstop. Jason KIPNIS at second, and Matt LAPORTA, the first baseman. Left to right, Kearns, Carrera, and Fukudome. Carlos Santana doing the catching for Justin Masterson.
So 1 down here in the first inning. Jacoby Ellsbury at second base, and here is Adrian Gonzalez. 357, 18 homers, 90 runs batted in for Adrian. Late swing and a foul up towards the luxury boxes, back down again. 13-game hitting streak for Adrian. Even 500 during the streak with a home run, 12 runs batted in. Leads the majors in average at 357. Leads the majors in RBIs with 90. Most hits with 157. Total bases 250. Elevates with a fastball at 96, and it's 0-2.
Masterson with that rising fastball that time at 96 miles an hour. Throws it by Gonzalez.
Center fielder Carrera to right center for Gonzalez to pull. Adrian fouls it off. Will do it again. 0-2. Nice grab by a fan in the luxury box area.
One-handed. What's he got in the back of his neck there?
His sunglasses.
Oh, sunglasses.
Yes.
That's a different place to put him.
In the air to left center, struck well for Gonzalez. Back goes Carrera. It is back, and it is high off the wall. From second comes Ellsbury. He'll score. It's a wall-scraping RBI double for Adrian Gonzalez, and a 1-0 Red Sox lead.
Now Gonzalez extends his hitting streak now to 14 games as he gets a high fastball again. And this time about letter high, lifts it off that left field wall for the double. Ellsbury coming in to score. Red Sox lead at 1-0. And Gonzalez picks up his 91st RBI of the season.
So it's second with one down now. Run in as Youkilis will take a look at strike one. Youkilis hitting at .275, 16 homers, 76 runs batted in. He's 4 for 11 in the series against the Indians. And down to the count 0-2. Final regular season series against the Indians wrapped up tonight. Ellsbury has scored the game's first run in Game 4, knocked in by Adrian Gonzalez. That's away, and it's 1-2. No decision. Last start for Justin Masterson. Progressive Field against Kansas City. Royals ended up losing that game to the Indians 5-2. Masterson 4-4 on the road. There is strike 3 to Youkilis. First strikeout for Masterson, 2 down in the first inning.
Also the first slider he's featured in this game so far tonight. Gets a couple of strikes on Youkilis, drops the slider on him, and picks up the second out of the inning.
So 2 down, Gonzalez at second base, and here's David Ortiz. So 89, 20 home runs, 69 runs batted in. He is 1 for 9 in the series against the Indians. And 2 for his last 22. As he takes ball 1. David Ortiz with 20 home runs for the 10th straight year, including all 9 years that he's been a member of the Red Sox. That's a strike, and it's 1-1. Red Sox starting the night with a 1-game lead over the New York Yankees atop the American League East. The Yankees will be here tomorrow, but first they get a game tonight against Chicago. So they wrap up their 4-game series against the White Sox. Ball 2, 2-1.
And we'll also be here tomorrow night to bring you that Yankee Red Sox game. We have the 1 game on Friday night over the weekend against the Yankees. Fox on Saturday, ESPN on Sunday.
Ortiz lines it to right. It's in for a base hit. Gonzalez will be running through the stop sign, but he is going to score without any problem. Didn't need a sign apparently from Bogart. He comes in. The Red Sox take a 2-0 lead.
Now Fukudome out there in right field really had no intention of throwing the ball to home plate. The ball was hit so hard, he can understand why Bogart was kind of holding up Gonzalez at third base, but then Fukudome just took a pump fake into the home plate and didn't throw it. The Red Sox pick up their second run.
Yeah, Adrian ran right through the stop sign there at third base.
He had the wave, and then he had to hold him up.
Ran right by him.
He said, I don't see the hold him up, I'm just going to run.
So 2 down, Ortiz at first base, drives in his 70th run of the year. And there's a pitch outside. Key matchup is brought to you by New England Honda dealers. Carl Crawford versus Justin Masterson, 4 for 12, 2 home runs. .333 average. Well, this already equals the number of runs Bedard has gotten from the Mariners in the last 3 starts. He's got him already tonight after just 1 inning of work. This is to left, and it's going to be caught by Kearns right up off the shoot tops. Makes the catch. It ends the inning. Red Sox get a pair, take a 2-0 lead after 1. Back at Fenway Park, 2-0. Red Sox on top of the Indians. Travis Hafner leading it off for the Tribe. And he takes ball 1. It's Hafner, Santana, and Fukudome to bat here in the 2nd inning. Hafner, the Indians' all-time leader among DHs in home runs, 173 home runs in an Indians uniform. Most DH RBIs for Cleveland at 604 in his career. And there's a strike. It's 1-1. Is fouled back. Jerry, we talked about it in our view from the booth tonight, but Jason Varitek does the catching for Bedard. It does seem like anytime there's a new pitcher, a guy coming up from the minors, just a new situation, Terry Francona generally goes with the captain.
Yeah, in case you missed view from the booth, that's what we're talking
really
about.
Have.
That's right. The fact that he does generally go with Jason Varitek with any pitcher that comes up from AAA or somebody who's new to the pitching staff.
Strike 3 call. Hafner the most surprised guy here. Strikeout number 2 for Bedard.
Hafner thought this fastball was inside by Bedard, and Hafner may have a point. I think Bedard even looked a little excited about that call.
One down here in the 2nd inning. Carlos Santana the batter. Bedard has a very cool and calm demeanor. We've seen him from the other side many times, of course, in the beginning of his career as member of the Baltimore Orioles, and then briefly the Seattle Mariners. We didn't see a lot of him, but had that kind of demeanor even early when he was a rookie. Just looked comfortable and nothing really phasing him on the mound. Now 32 years old, as I mentioned, Canadian born. First Canadian born member of the Red Sox since Jason Bay. On the ground left side and into left. Gets through Youkilis and Scudero. And it's a one-out single for Santana, first base runner of the night for the Indians.
Now Santana had been 0 for his last 9, but picks up the base hit here. The diving Youkilis gets by him, gets by Scudero, and Santana has the one-out base hit. 2 Red Sox on the ground with the ball in left field.
Now Santana now 2 for 12 in the series at first base, 1 out. Kosuke Fukudome coming up here for the Indians. Well, since joining the Indians from the Cubs, just a 136 average. No home runs, 2 runs batted in for him. Playing every day in right field. Chopped through the vacated right side into right field. Santana is going to try to go to third. The throw will head in that direction and hit the runner and kick away. So the runner at first and Fukudome will move up to second after the errant throw. And it is now second and third with 1 out.
Looked like the throw might beat him to third base, Santana, but then the ball hits him in the back, it seemed like, and deflected away from everybody. Bedard backing up the play. And even with that, the runner Fukudome gets to second base. Here's the throw from Josh Reddick. And it hits Santana as he goes into that head-first slide. Right off the side of the hip.
So it is a single for Fukudome, who takes second base on the errant throw by Reddick. And it is second and third now, 1 out for Matt LaPorta. LaPorta back at first base tonight. Last night, Carlos Santana played at first. And LaPorta, who started the first 2 games, back there for game 4. Indians as a team hitting at 246. That is 11th in the American League. Conversely, the Red Sox hitting at 281, the top spot in the AL. This one grounded foul. And the 281 is good for the best mark in the major leagues. Red Sox average wise.
Texas Rangers second in the league at 276. Detroit at 268. And the Yankees, who come in tomorrow at 266, they're 5th in the American League in average.
Santana and Fukudome second and third, 1 out. LaPorta broken back grounder right side. It'll be picked up, but nobody's going to cover first, and a run scores. Gonzalez went over for it. Pedroia went for it, and Bedard became a spectator on the mound. He didn't cover anything. And not only does Santana score from third, but the runner reaches at first.
Yeah, Bedard did not get to first base. He thought the second baseman Pedroia was going to make the play, and then when he realized the first baseman's over there, it's too late. He's got no chance to get over.
So first and third now, 1 out, run in for the Indians. Tying run 90 feet away as Austin Kern stands in. Hitting at 208, 2 home runs, 6 runs batted in. Kearns hits it on the ground, and diving is Gonzalez. He'll flip to Bedard for the out, but a run in, game tied. Fukudome from third base, 2-2 game.
Another nice play at first base by Adrian Gonzalez. This time Bedard does get over and cover. They get the out, but a run comes in. And we got a whole new ball game. That ball went underneath the body of Gonzalez still. Makes a good throw to first base to Bedard to get the out.
So LaPorta in scoring position at second base, 2 down in the inning. Jason Donald's first appearance of the series. He is 0 for 2 so far with the Indians. Began the year in the DL. The left hand fracture after he'd been hit by a pitch during spring training. Activated in late April, an option to AAA Columbus. This year at Columbus hitting at .310, 47 games. called up the day of the trade deadline, July 31st. And prior tonight, had made just one other start at third base. He's 0 for 2 in that game. Tonight, back at third base. Lined into left field, a base hit. LAPORTA is going to be waved around. The throw is going to be to Youkilis, who throws home. And out at the plate is going to be LAPORTA. They elect to send him with 2 outs, but he's gunned down. Game now tied 2-2. Sandwich at D'Angelo the day after a Sox win and get a free small sandwich on your rewards card. See participating stores or D'Angelo's.com for details. Last half of the second inning. New game now. Game tied 2-2. And it is Josh Reddick, Jason VARITEK, Marco Scudero to bat here in the second inning. There's strike one, 1-1. Center fielder Ezequiel Carrera over towards right center for Reddick to pull as he slices one foul.
Well, the Red Sox have plenty of time to execute this cutoff by Kevin Youkilis. Here's the throw from Crawford. Cut off by Youkilis. He gets it to VARITEK in plenty of time where he can brace himself and avoid the collision with Matt LAPORTA.
This one sent foul. Just kind of tagged him and get out of dodge there.
Yeah, he got the ball in plenty of time where he could anticipate contact, and that's kind of an easy play. Just tag Don and get out of the way.
I was looking at LAPORTA as he got to third base, and I was thinking there's no way they're going to send him even with the 2 outs, and they still did. Down the line and foul, because it seemed like he was just getting to third when the ball was coming back in.
Yeah, well, most third base coaches will take that chance with 2 outs in an inning. 1 out, they probably don't try it.
So he ends up being very out. Count of 1-2 to Josh Reddick. Record 8-7 for Masterson coming into this outing tonight. His return to Fenway Park. Swinging a foul off Santana. That's the Indians catcher in that foul tip.
Little wake-up call right there for some Santana behind the plate as his mask gets rattled by that foul ball.
Angel Hernandez giving him some extra time. Two is a swing and a foul. Or is it? Apparently not. When he tags him, he's going to be out. No, he did foul it. Never mind.
Yeah, Josh Reddick knew there was contact because he made no attempt to run to first base. Well, was there?
Not so sure.
Not so sure. Well, Reddick did a great job selling it. If there was no contact.
It's one set foul off to the left. So Reddick has a chance here to continue the at bat with a count of 2-2 and battle away here against Masterson. Now a swing and a miss, and he's got a run this time. No contact and a high throw. Reaching at first to be Reddick.
That ball gets by Santana to his right. Reddick off right away. And then the high throw from Santana to first base. They don't get Josh Reddick. He had the ball in time. Good throw would have had him. But it's up and over LaPorta's head.
It is a wild pitch. And Reddick at first base now. Jason VARITEK coming up. Captain hitting at .238 heading into tonight's action. 7 home runs and 22 runs batted in. There's strike one to VARITEK. Justin Masterson last year 6-13. And 29 starts for the Indians. His first year in Cleveland, he was 1-7 after the trade for Victor Martinez. Check at third, he didn't go. So it's Jerry Davis. Masterson, of course, a former second-round pick of the Red Sox back in 2006. His 1-1 pitch. He is outside, 2-1. His first year in Boston was 2008, 6-5, 36 appearances, but only 9 starts. It was 3-3 in 6 starts and 31 overall appearances prior to the trade deadline and the deal for Victor Martinez. This one fouled off and again gets a piece of Santana.
I think also a piece of Angel Hernandez. They get Santana off the glove and then Hernandez off the left shoulder.
Weekday mornings at 6, catch the Dennis and Callahan Morning Show on the WEEI Sports Radio Network and right here on NESN. If you haven't tuned in yet, try it tomorrow to find out what the rest of New England already knows. That's Dennis and Callahan, weekdays at 6.
I was on there this morning, Don.
How'd it go?
I was pretty good today.
Yeah, real good?
Yeah, I was pretty good. Just pretty good.
VARITEK with a swing and a miss, 95 from Masterson. It picks up his second strikeout, actually make it his third strikeout, second of this inning.
Goes with that fastball running up and away from Jason VARITEK for the strikeout.
One on, one out, and Marco Scudero coming up. Marco hitting at .267, 5 home runs, 22 runs batted in. Oh for 4 in last night's game was Marco, 1 for 5 in the series. Scudero returning after leaving in the 4th inning of Monday's game with dizziness. Swing and a miss, and it's 1-1.
Scudero's had a tough time against Justin Masterson. He is 1 for 12 in his career against the big right-hander.
Scudero shows bunt, but takes strike 2. Swing and a miss. Masterson able to pick up his 3rd strikeout of the inning, 2 down, as we send it down to Heidi.
Don, Justin Masterson has a 1.76 ERA over his last 11 games. He's been the most consistent pitcher for the Indians this season. His pitching coach, Tim Belcher, said the difference between last year and this year for Masterson is really night and day.
It's been a 180-degree turn from last year to this year. He's been terrific. The thing that he's done is he's thrown his sinker over the plate, and he's made it more of a swingable option for the hitter instead of being so nasty and so far out of the plate or off the plate, out of hand, where they just don't have to swing at him. When it's out of hand, when it looks like it's going to be a strike, you have to offer at it, and then by the time you lift the bat off your shoulder and swing, it's not there anymore.
Indians manager Manny Acta said the reason the Red Sox aren't facing Ubaldo Jimenez this series is because Masterson has been so good lately and also good against his former team. Masterson has a 1.25 ERA against Boston in 3 starts. Don?
All right, Heidi, thank you very much. 2 down here in the inning. Josh Reddick at first and Jacoby Ellsbury the batter.
So in other words, aim for the middle of the plate and let the natural action of your pitch take over.
I think the Indians, like the Red Sox at one point, trying to figure out if Masterson was a starter or a reliever. Went back and forth on the idea and stuck with him as a starter, and now seeing good results this season really for the first time. It's great earned run average coming in of 2.56. It's good for 6th in the American League. Two and 2. And perhaps the best thing about Justin Masterson is Merrill Masterson. Of course, Justin's wife, who sends us cookies every year and did especially when he was on the roster, but now just when we play the Indians. I don't know why it has to be just when we play the Indians.
That's a nice gesture. You know, we got some in Cleveland. We got some here in Boston.
Ellsbury strikes out. Masterson actually strikes out 4 in the inning. It is a 2-2 game from Fenway. Top half of the third inning back at Fenway Park. Ezequiel Carrera leading it off here for the Indians. Top spot in the Indians order. Strikeout victim for Bedard in the first inning. Bedard with 2 Ks for the first 2 innings. The Indians got to him for 2 runs in their half of the second inning. Lined and caught at second base. Into his slide goes Pedroia. 1 down in the third inning.
Now Carrera gets the fastball. Pedroia right there. Couple of steps to his right. Makes the catch. First out of the third inning for the Red Sox. That ball in the heel of the glove of Dustin Pedroia, not the webbing of the glove.
Ace Ticket announces their no special. If a Red Sox pitcher throws a no-hitter at Fenway and you purchase that game's ticket from Ace Ticket, you'll go for free. aceticket.com for more details. This is lined into center field. A ringing single for Jason KIPNIS.
Well, KIPNIS has been very impressive in this series against the Red Sox with the long ball. Now picks up a base hit here in the third inning to extend his hitting streak to 5 games. He jumps on the fastball from Bedard and takes it into center field for the hit.
One out, one on as ASDRUBAL Cabrera coming up. He fouled out to Gonzalez, first base over by the tarp area. Cabrera, now 25 years of age, has been with the Indians since 2007. As they throw over and back is KIPNIS.
Not a steal yet on the season for KIPNIS, of course, just joining the ball club a little while ago.
Chop towards third base. Youkilis will go to second. They get the out there. On to first. They don't get that out.
Pedroia got cleaned out at second base. There's the throw from Kevin Youkilis. Watch the slide right there. The pop-up slide. He gets his knee caught coming down. Fortunately, it was coming down, and he was not planted on the ground. He's able to get up in the air, and that's when he gets his knee caught and gets twisted around.
Well, Greg Barajas out there to check on him. Pedroia is okay, stays in the game. We'll get another look.
See KIPNIS coming in to do his job, and that's take out the second baseman. Fortunately, Dustin gets in the air before contact. See that right elbow or right shoulder that maybe took the brunt of that as he went into that fall.
2 down, Cabrera at first base. Travis Hafner the batter. And it is strike 1 to Hafner. He struck out looking in the second inning, and a pitch he did not think was a strike. Outside 1-1 to Hafner. Erik Bedard making his first start in a Red Sox uniform tonight. He's had a chance to hang around the club the last couple of days and get settled in here for his first start. And again, Terry Francona anticipating that there'll be somewhere between 75 and 80 pitches tonight. He's at 32 pitches right now, 2 down in the third. That's in there for strike 2. Talked about the lack of support for Bedard. Received an average of just 3.15 runs in support with the Mariners this season. Marks as the 6th lowest among American League pitchers. Thrown at least 60 innings. Of his 7 losses this year, 6 have come by 2 runs or fewer of offensive support from the Mariners. They're just not giving him anything to work with. Thus his 4-7 mark with a 3.45 earned run average. Outside, 2-2.
Got him on an inside fastball last time. Tried to go away with the fastball this time to get strike 3 and just missed the outside corner.
Hafner golfs it foul off the left, and it's still 2-2. Red Sox baseball on NESN is brought to you in part by Eastern Bank, the official bank of the Red Sox television network. Commitment, compassion, and love of the game. Find out what we're made of at easternbank.com. 2 outs here in the top half of the 3rd inning. A runner at first. Ball 3 to Hafner, and it's a full count now. Cabrera will get a start at first base. First 3-ball count for Bedard since the first batter of the game, and Ezequiel Cabrera. There is Carlos Santana waiting on deck. Hafner lines it into right field, a base hit. Cabrera had been off on the pitch, heads for third base, and he will get there. As Travis Hafner's got a single, and the Indians have runners at first and third with 2 down.
A very good at bat there by Travis Hafner as he gets a curveball from Bedard and takes it into right field for the base hit on a line. And of course, with Cabrera off at first base, he has no problem making third. So first and third with 2 outs. What'd you lose, Don?
Yeah, we've lost a promo that is no longer with us.
Oh, right out the window.
Yep. I think it may have landed in the Indians booth, so we may have a shot to get it back.
Oh, really?
Yep. First and third, 2 down. Carlos Santana takes it low and inside, ball 1. Down and in, and it's 2-0 now to Santana. Next pitch for Bedard will be his 40th of the night through 2 2/3 innings. There's 2-2 game from Fenway. And the go-ahead run for the Indians 90 feet away. Hafner at first with 2 down. There's a strike, 2-1.
Now Santana didn't like it. He thought that ball was low. Over the plate is a strike, but finished the low where VARITEK caught it.
Santana 80 points better against left-handed pitching this season. As he sends one out to right center field, in comes Reddick. He will not get there. Drops in as the run scores from third in Cabrera, and the Indians take a 3-2 lead. Not struck well, but effective as it drops in short right center, and the Indians take a 3-2 lead.
Now Santana had only 1 hit in this series coming into today, A curveball again. This time he just bloops it where nobody can make a play on it. Josh Reddick charging it, but that's as far as he can go. And the Indians take the 3-2 lead.
First RBI ever for Carlos Santana at Fenway Park. First and second now. 2 down in the inning. Kosuke Fukudome. Fukudome singled to right field in the second inning and scored the second Indians run. Strike one, 1-1 to Fukudome. This year was hitting at .273 with the Cubs in 87 games prior to the trade. Fired from the Cubs July 27th, a couple of days before the trade deadline. VARITEK headed out now to talk to Bedard. For every Red Sox game that goes into extra innings where the Red Sox get a save, CVS Pharmacy will donate $500 to Children's Hospital Boston. CVS Pharmacy is the official pharmacy of the Boston Red Sox. 2 outs here in the third inning. A run in for the Indians. They have Travis Hapner at second base, Carlos Santana at first base, and Kosuke Fukudome waiting on a 1-1 pitch. Ball 2 outside. VARITEK sliding to his left.
Change up that time for Bedard. I believe that's the first one he's featured in this game tonight. Missing well out of the strike zone with it as VARITEK plays it on one hop.
Tap foul, 2-2.
What a pleasant night for baseball. Cool temperatures, no humidity. Players really welcome this kind of weather, especially in August. After so much heat, humidity. A refreshing feeling at the ballpark tonight.
Light breeze blowing in as we start this game as well. In the air down the left field line, should reach the seats. Over is Crawford in case, but stays well foul back into the seats. After at second, Santana at first, 2 down. Another foul for Fukudome. On deck, Matt LAPORTA. Indians batting here in the top half of the third inning. They get 2 runs last inning to tie the game. They get a run this inning, and they have taken a 3-2 lead, looking for more. Manny Acta and the Cleveland Indians are now 4 games back of the Tigers after dropping games 2 and 3 of this series. Foul and out of play. Well, 23 pitches in this inning for Bedard alone after throwing 25 pitches through 2 innings. This will be the 8th pitch of the at-bat coming up for Fukudome. Strike 3 call. Bedard gets him. 3rd K for Bedard, but the Indians pick up their 3rd run. They take a 3-2 lead. Coming up, it is Pedroia Gonzalez Andy Youkilis, 2, 3, and 4 for the Sox when we come back. Company is a proud sponsor of the Red Sox Foundation, helping to address health needs in our communities. Last half of the third inning at Fenway Park. Pedroia swings at the first pitch, grounds to Cabrera, throws him out at first base, and there's one out here in the bottom of the third inning.
Yeah, second time he's got Dustin to hit the ball on the ground tonight. Once to third base, once to shortstop.
So one out here in the third inning. Justin Masterson had 4 strikeouts in the second inning. Of course, Reddick reached on the first one on a wild pitch. It's the 6th time in Indians history that has happened. And of course, ties a major league record. Pitch in there for strike one to Adrian Gonzalez. Adrian doubled to drive in a run in the first inning. Part of a 2-run first. Swing and a miss, and it's 0-2. The 0-2 is sent foul off to the left. Four in a row now retired by Masterson. Breaking ball away, 1-2. Yankees and White Sox not yet underway tonight as they continue their series, wrap up their series. Swing and a miss, and Adrian Gonzalez strikes out. That is 6 strikeouts now for Masterson. 2 down in the third inning.
Well, the first pitch that Gonzalez hit off the wall was a high fastball, but it was away from him. This time it was up and in, and Masterson picks up the strikeout against Adrian.
Here is Kevin Youkilis, who struck out looking in the first inning. Rolls it over foul, and the count evens at 1-1. just inside. 2-1. Masterson's 23rd start of the year. Swing and a miss, 2-2.
Good sinking fastball that time from Masterson, and Youkilis swinging right over the top of it.
These 6 strikeouts equally high against the Red Sox. Had 6 in his complete game shutout against the Red Sox last year. This is to third, a tough hop, but Donald's got it. Deep third, the throw is in time to get Youkilis. Shows off a good arm. It's a 1-2-3 third inning and a 3-2 Indians lead. Come to bat in the top of the 4th inning. Bottom third of the Indians order. Matt LAPORTA to lead it off. And a swing and a miss, baffled on that Bedard pitch. LAPORTA reaching on an infield hit in the second. Got an RBI. Now an even 40 RBIs on the year. Thought about it, but doesn't pull the trigger and takes ball 1. 1-1. Matt LAPORTA, 26 years old, 3rd year now in Cleveland. Came over from the Milwaukee Brewers in the CC Sabathia deal. This one is grounded foul. Sabathia just finishing the year with Milwaukee before heading out of Milwaukee back in 2008.
Where he pitched every day, it seemed like.
Yes, but he got him into the postseason. That was the whole idea.
Sure did.
LAPORTA was a Milwaukee 1st-round pick, 7th overall in 2007. A 1-2 pitch. And a late swing, very defensive late, and there's strikeout number 4 for Bedard.
LAPORTA looked like he was maybe guessing some other pitch because a very late swing on that fastball from Bedard. That ball was just about in the glove of Jason VARITEK.
So 1 down here in the 4th inning. Austin Kearns, the batter, grounded out to first baseman Adrian Gonzalez in the 2nd inning. Breaking ball in there for strike one. 11 of 17 first pitch strikes tonight for Erik Bedard. One and one. Austin Kearns, who last year started the year with the Indians, headed up in New York with the Yankees. Had just over 100 at bats with New York last year. 102, hit 235 after the deal. Gets the arms out of the way and takes strike two. He's now 31 years old and broke into the big leagues with the Cincinnati Reds. Swing and a miss, and it's back-to-back strikeouts for Bedard. In fact, 3 in a row. And that's 5 Ks on the night. 2 down.
And all 3 strikeouts in a row have come on fastballs. Fukudome to end last inning, LaPorta, and now Kearns on the fastball.
Two down here in the 4th inning, and Jason Donald, the batter. Now 0 for 3 in this stint with the Indians. Line to center, but it's right at Ellsbury, who makes the catch that ends the inning. It's a 1-2-3 fourth on 9 pitches. It's a 3-2 Indians lead. Home every day. Sign up now for convenient Boston Globe home delivery at bostonglobe.com/sports. It's on to the last half of the 4th inning at Fenway Park. The Indians have a 3-2 lead. They got 2 runs in the 2nd, a run in the 3rd after the Red Sox had a 2-0 advantage. David Ortiz driving in the Red Sox 2nd run with an RBI single in the 1st inning. Up high, 1-1. Justin Masterson with 6 strikeouts through the first 3 innings. Struck out the side in the 2nd. In fact, struck out 4, but 1 reached. And Josh Reddick on a wild pitch. Breaking ball in there for strike 2. Indians into the shift on the right side. KIPNIS well into right as Ortiz strikes out a 95-mile-an-hour fastball. The pitch, it was up, but he chases, and it's 7 strikeouts for Masterson.
Well, Masterson has shown in this game he's not afraid to go up in the zone with that fastball to pick up strikeouts. He did it against Gonzalez, and now he does it against Ortiz.
1 out in the 4th inning. Carl Crawford takes strike 1 with a fastball. Carl lined out to the left fielder Austin Kearns in the 1st inning. Hit the ball sharply. This one zipped inside, somehow eludes him. It's time now for tonight's AT&T trivia question. And the question is, prior to Jacoby Ellsbury, who's the last player to have walk-off hits in consecutive games? And the answer for you a little bit later. 1-1 in again. That's in there for strike 2, 2-2. Sliced foul. We'll do it again, 2-2. Both men trying to get something going here for the Red Sox. Justin Masterson was another former member of this band, and now they're trying to get something going against him. This is to short. Cabrera's throw to first is in time, and there's 2 outs. Tonight, following our Red Sox coverage, I want to remind you to join Jade McCarthy for Nesson Daily, presented by Sunlight Financial, and highlights from Tiger Woods' return to the PGA Tour, round 1 of today's Bridgestone's Invitational. Plus, Sprint Cup points leader Carl Edwards talks about his decision to stay with Roush Fenway Racing. All this and much more on Nesson Daily tonight, following our Red Sox coverage, only on Nesson. Sounded like a Van Halen thing, Jerry. Do you like the band with or without David Lee Roth? Are you a Sammy Hagar guy? Now that Masterson is no longer with the band. It's into right field, pretty deep. Fukudome back at the wall. That ball is gone into the bullpen. Josh Reddick takes it out to right. Game tied 3-3.
They wanted to go away with the fastball, but the fastball stays inside. And Josh Reddick picks up his 5th home run of the season. For Masterson, that is only the 5th home run he has allowed this season. And Fukudome goes pretty hard into that right field wall trying to make the catch.
I don't think he knew really where the wall was. As he went back, kept his eye on the ball the entire time.
His ribs found out in a hurry.
Now Jason Varitek, who struck out swinging in the 2nd inning, with a swing and a miss for strike 1.
I'm glad that Reddick hit that home run, because I was getting lost with the Van Halen, Sammy Hagar, and
S&S Express, proud sponsors of the Red Sox. Red Sox on Nesson. During the 2011 Red Sox season, Hess Express will donate $500 to the Red Sox Foundation for every Red Sox home run. Hess and Hess Express committed to helping the cause. Trying to draw some sort of comparison to a band breaking up, changing direction, but I guess it's different when you're traded from the band.
Yeah, exactly, and the music remains the same. It's
well,
you know,
that's my point. Was it really the same when Sammy Hagar took over? Not really. And is this the same? Not really. We'll let it die. 2-2.
Yeah, I think that's probably best. Let's go back to the 2-2. The 2-2.
The 2-2 is in the air, foul. We'll do it again. Cabrera in center field towards right center. Swing and a miss. Varitek strikes out again. It's 8 strikeouts for Masterson. Home run for Josh Reddick has tied the game 3-3. To help local families by donating $1,000 for every home run Adrian hits this season to select Habitat for Humanity affiliates in eastern Massachusetts. Josh Reddick has homered to tie this game 3-3 as we head to the top half of the fifth inning. And Fukudome doing everything he could do right up against the wall and right, trying to bring it back in. But Reddick taking Masterson out of the yard, and it is a 3-3 game. Ezequiel Carrera leading it off here for the Indians in the fifth. There is strike one from Bedard. Eric Bedard enjoyed a 1-2-3 fourth inning. His second 1-2-3 inning of his outing. And this will be his 60th pitch of the night. Bunt bid popped up, foul that will get back into the second or third row.
It's almost like you're going to be guaranteed that Carrera's going to try to bunt at least once a game, sometimes twice a game.
Chop towards third. Youkilis backs up on it, spins, got to get rid of it in a hurry, and does just in time to get Carrera.
Yeah, knowing his speed, he had no time to waste, and he quickly got his body in a position to make a strong throw to first base. Bringing that left shoulder around, pointing it directly at first base, and making the throw.
So one out here in the fifth inning. 5 in a row retired by Bedard. And Jason KIPNIS, the batter, grounded out to first in the first, single to center in the third. 1 for 2 night tonight. Outside 2-0. KIPNIS, a second round pick, 63rd overall in the 2009 draft. Each ball out on the field briefly has been recovered and destroyed. It's in there for strike one, 2-1. KIPNIS originally actually taken by the Padres in the 4th round, but did not sign. Then went in the 2nd round by the Indians, and then did. It's outside as Bedard falls behind now, 3-1. Third 3-ball count of the night for Bedard. KIPNIS out of Arizona State University. There's strike two, full count. Bedard has not walked anybody in the game tonight as he works with one out here in the 5th inning. As ASDRUBAL Cabrera waits on deck with one out here in the 5th. 3-2 breaking ball is hit towards left center field. Coming from left is Crawford to make the running catch. He's looking back towards him and he makes the grab, 2 down. It's time now for the answer to tonight's AT&T trivia question. Prior to Jacoby Ellsbury was the last player to have walk-off hits in consecutive games, and the answer is Albert Pujols. Back June 4th and the 5th, Pujols had consecutive walk-off hits earlier this season. Walk-off home run in the 12th inning, and then the next night he had a walk-off homer in the 10th inning. David Ortiz was the last Red Sox player to have back-to-back walk-offs in consecutive games. A walk-off home run in the 10th inning against the Phillies' Tom Gordon on June 24th of 06. And then 2 days later in Boston, he had a walk-off single in the 12th inning. As this one is fouled off.
And I'll bet we were happy to all be going home after
Yes.
the 12th.
Up and away, and it is 1-1. Next pitch will be the 70th of the outing for Bedard. This could be his last inning. Depending upon whether or not he can finish it here against Cabrera, whether it continues on. This is to right, and Reddick has it sized up. He'll make the catch. It ends the inning. Halfway through this one from Fenway Park, game tied 3-3. Is brought to you by Eastern Bank, awarded highest customer satisfaction in retail banking in the New England region 2 years in a row by J.D. Power and Associates. Find out more of what we're made of at easternbank.com. Back at Fenway Park and ready to go here in the bottom of the 5th inning. Justin Masterson back on the hill as the number 9 man Marco Scutaro leads it off here in the 5th, and we'll see Jacoby Ellsbury and Dustin Pedroia. Masterson with 8 strikeouts through the first 4 innings.
His strikeout high in the season is 9. He did that in his second start of the year against Seattle.
Scutaro fouls it back, and it evens at 2-2. Marco struck out swinging in the 2nd inning. In the air to right, down the line. Fukudome by the seats, will not have a play. Well, Red Sox Nation, if you need medical care at Fenway Park, visit the Beth Israel Deaconess First Aid Stand behind Section 12. Beth Israel Deaconess Medical Center is the official hospital of the Boston Red Sox. Visit them at bidmc.org. There is action. I mentioned tonight Bedard to be held to 75 to 80 pitches. And he was just up over 70 to end last inning, and Franklin Morales now warming in the pen. Three-two pitch to Scudero. In the air to right, and Fukudome coming in. Makes the catch for the first out of the inning as we check back in with Heidi.
Well, Don, Jed Lowry is making his third rehab start today with Pawtucket. He's 1 for 2 so far in the game. Now, Terry Francona said he needs to play a full 9-inning game before he's ready to come back, and Lowry said he needs to be healthy when he does it.
I need to make sure that I'm healthy so I can help this team win. You know, it's not about rushing back and hurting myself as soon as I come back. So I need to make sure that I'm ready to go so I can help down the home stretch.
Lowry said he learned a lot in 2009 when he hurt his wrist and played through the pain. He said it was similar trying to come back too quickly after the surgery on that wrist in 2010. He said he's not helping the team if he's out there when he's not healthy. Don?
All right, Heidi, thank you very much. Jacoby Ellsbury jumps ahead here 2-0. Singled and scored in the first, struck out swinging in the second inning. To left center, Cabrera coming in and can't get it. Kearns plays it in a hop. Ellsbury throws the brakes on around first and will hold with a one-out single. Kearns ended up being the closest, coming from left field for the Indians.
Yeah, that ball just continued to slice away from Carrera in center field, and it was actually closer to Austin Kearns. But it drops in between both of them, and Ellsbury has his second hit, 2 for 3 on the night. Actually bouncing off the chest of Austin Kearns and then back in the glove.
1 out, 1 on. Dustin Pedroia 0 for 2. As he takes strike one, Dustin grounded out to third base in the first inning. Bounced out to short in the third inning. Ellsbury starts and stops. Pedroia hits one to right field. Fukudome back. He'll make the catch for the second out. And Ellsbury retreats to first, 2 down.
First time Pedroia has been able to elevate the ball tonight against Masterson. Hit it pretty well, but a lot of room out there in right field.
Well, tomorrow night following Red Sox first pitch, join us for Red Sox Game Day Live presented by Uno's with TC, Peter Eck, and Heidi. At 6:30, they'll break down the pitching matchup between John Lester and Bartolo Colon in tomorrow's series opener with the Yankees. Plus, the Boston Globe's Bob Ryan will have the latest news from the Red Sox clubhouse. Live coverage begins tomorrow with Fight Night Fenway at 5:30, only on NESN. 90th pitch from Masterson, and it's to the end of the Red Sox dugout and on down the line. Adrian doubled and knocked in a run in the first. Struck out swinging in the third. A 1 for 2 night. In the air to left field. Kearns had started back. Now he comes in. And the left fielder makes the catch. It ends the inning. We played 5 from Fenway. It's 3-3.
Foxwoods this summer. Be there on Saturday, August 27th to catch his signature monologue and so much more. Get your tickets at foxwoods.com.
Rhode Island represented here at Fenway Park. It's a nice sign as we head to the 6th inning back at Fenway.
Nice map of Rhode Island on that sign.
This call to the bullpen brought to you by New England Ford dealers. Franklin Morales is into the game after Eric Bedard wraps up his Red Sox debut here tonight. And Morales has been pitching very well. His 17th appearance, 3.94 earned run average. 16 innings. He has 15 strikeouts now. And opponents hitting at .233 against Morales. There is action behind him to begin the inning as Alfredo Aceves, who was up 3 times in the game last night, is warming in the pen right now. It is Travis Hafner who leads it off here for the Indians in the 6th inning. Well, the pitching line is brought to you by Ace Ticket as we take a look at Bedard's debut in a Red Sox uniform. 5 innings, 7 hits, 3 runs. Didn't walk anybody. He struck out 5 through 70 pitches, 49 for strikes. Your thoughts, Jerry, tonight on night 1 for Bedard?
I'm sorry, Don. I was reading a promo here myself.
Thought you were just blowing me off.
No, I was.
I said your thoughts on Bedard's first night.
Oh, I think it's fine. I really do. I think this guy is really going to contribute to the Red Sox pitching staff. I do. Remember now, this is only his 2nd start since coming off the disabled. It's still building up his pitch count. And I think once he gets a little more arm strength, gets deeper in ball games, gets a little bit sharper, I think he's going to do just fine in a Red Sox uniform. I really do.
Well, tonight he departs with a game 3-3, so no decision tonight in his first outing. So goes the first 5, and now Morales dealing with Hafner with a count of 1-1. On the third baseline, headed towards foul ground and into the seats.
It's kind of a helpless feeling when you are asking me a question and I'm reading something else. I was reading this card at the time, and I looked at you, and you're looking at me, and I'm going, I wonder what he asked me.
Said, how about Eric Bedard tonight?
Yeah,
he just didn't really even look at me, and I said, okay, fine. Talk to myself. Well, Jerry, this has been an entertaining series.
Yes, it has.
All right.
Especially walk-off wins.
It really has been. Last 2 nights have been fun here at Fenway Park, and they've all been close games. There's no doubt this Indians team is really giving the Red Sox a tough time this season.
Yes, they have done.
This is awesome. The 1-2 is popped up. And that'll get back into the seats.
The Amica Pit Zone is brought to you by Amica Insurance. Amica Insurance is not just how you're covered, it's how you're treated. We'll take a look at 3 of Bedard's strikeouts. A fastball to Cabrera, a fastball to Hafner, and then a fastball to Fukudome. 3 of the 5 that he had in the ball game tonight.
Hafner tonight has struck out and singled. He's 1 for 2, waiting on a 1-2 pitch. That is just inside, 2-2. Tuesday night, Morales went 2 innings, had 3 strikeouts, and had just 1 hit allowed. No runs allowed in 12 of his last 14 games. It's coming off the DL. That'll miss, full count. The 2-inning outing the other night here on Tuesday night. 2nd time he's done that in a Red Sox uniform. This is a high fly ball to deep center field. Jacoby Ellsbury back at the wall. He will leap, and it's high off the wall. Ricochet played by Reddick as Hafner into second base with a double to begin things here in the 6th inning. Almost got it out of here.
It sure looked like it had a chance on contact when it left the bat. High off that center field wall. Jacoby Ellsbury goes back as far as he can. He'll jump, but not able to make the catch in center field. And Hafner 2 for 3 tonight as he leads off the 6th inning with this double.
He's at second for Carlos Santana, who is 2 for 2 with an RBI tonight. Both singles, one to left, one to right. This is struck well to center field. Ellsbury going back, looking up, and that is gone. So 2 balls hit very hard to straightaway center. One doesn't go out. The next one does. It is a 2-run home run for Carlos Santana and a 5-3 lead now for the Indians.
Well, Santana's had a tough series, but not tonight. Second home run against a left-handed pitcher this season, hitting from the right side of the plate. He's got a 3 RBI night going. Picks up his 16th home run of the season.
Well, against left-handed pitchers, he hits 93 points better than right-handers, and he has handled a couple of left-handers tonight for the Red Sox. Kosuke Fukudome standing in, and look out, that went over his head, a breaking ball, and he ducks back out of the way.
Yeah, not a fastball there by Morales, a breaking ball that slipped out of his hand. Just missed the top of the helmet of Fukudome.
Chopped down the first baseline, foul. Well, nice night here at Fenway Park, and John Henry and Tom Werner enjoying the ball game tonight. The Indians have jumped ahead here 5-3.
Not enjoying it as much right now as they were a couple of minutes ago.
Yeah, it was much better a couple of minutes ago. 1-1 bunt bid, and back comes VARITEK, but it's on the screen. Don't miss the Future Stars of the Red Sox on Saturday, August 20th at Futures at Fenway, presented by Xfinity. This minor league doubleheader is a day full of family fun with discounted concession items, nonstop excitement, and plenty of great baseball to cheer about. Tickets start at just $5, from on-field promotions to autograph sessions with the stars from both games. Fans will be a part of the action all day long. Visit redsox.com/futures to get your tickets today. 1 ball, 2 strikes. And a pop-up in the infield right side. Pedroia to the outfield grass. Makes the catch for the first out of the inning. Sunday's all-new Ultimate Red Sox show with Heidi Watney, presented by Arbella Insurance, features newcomer Eric Bedard. Sit down with Theo Epstein, the best plays of July, and much more. Catch the Ultimate Red Sox show Sunday at noon. Terry Francona out to get Franklin Morales. Gives up a 2-run home run to Carlos Santana and gives the Indians a 5-3 lead. Sevis will be coming in. Webb are the perfect stop on your sales tax holiday. Whether you're replacing a faucet or remodeling an entire bath, find your showroom at frankwebb.com. 5-3 Indians on top of the Red Sox, 1 out in the top of the 6th inning. And the new pitcher for the Red Sox is Alfredo Aceves. Pitched 1 scoreless frame on Sunday against the White Sox to get a win. He is now 7 wins coming out of the pen. He's 7-1 in his 32nd appearance of the year. Actually, one of those wins as a starter, 6 out of the pen for Aceves, who has done both. In relief, a 2.41 earned run average. Matt LaPorta fouls it off and evens the count at 1-1. White Sox and the Yankees are tied up tonight 1-1 in Chicago. As they wrap up that series, the Yankees obviously be chartering after the game here to Boston. Well, available in the pen tonight is Andrew Miller, and he is warming up. LaPorta tried to hold up and did, according to Mike Estabrook.
Not so sure about that one.
No. Bouncing in for ball 3. Aceves has gone at least 2 innings of relief 14 times. In the air to left, struck well. Crawford going back. This will be off the wall. Ellsbury plays the carom. Heading for second is LaPorta. Throw to second is not going to be in time. It is a 1-out double for Matt LaPorta.
Well, extra base hits are the thing this inning for the Indians. A double by Hafner, a home run by Santana, and now a double by LaPorta, as he plays Pepper with that left field wall. Barehanded by Jacoby Ellsbury, but not quite in time at second base. Almost going by the bag is LaPorta.
Austin Kearns coming up with 1 out here in the 6th inning. Kearns grounded out to first in the 2nd inning, struck out swinging in the 4th. He was 0 for 2 in the game, but did get an RBI in the ground out back in the 2nd inning. Outside, ball 1. Franklin Morales began this inning. He faced 3 batters. Gave up a double to Travis Hafner. 2-run home run for Carlos Santana, where he got Fukudome to pop out. Now Aceves in the game allows a double to LaPorta. And here is a 1-0 to Austin Kearns. Off the end of the bat, foul, 1-1. 2-1 to Kearns. Indians tonight after the game will go to Texas. And then a series of the Rangers tomorrow night. It's a tough stretch for them. They get the Red Sox and they get the Rangers, and then they'll go head to head with the division leading Tigers. Kind of a good measuring stick to see where they're going to be in the end of this stretch.
It's going to be a late night for the Indians tonight.
Yes.
That's a long flight, 3.5 hours down in Texas.
There's a strike, full count now to Kearns. Sebas giving up a double to LAPORTA with 1 out here in the 6th inning. Kearns now, Donald next. More choices for Sebas, and now VARITEK's going to head out. Three and 2 to Austin Kearns. LAPORTA at second base. And a swing and a miss. Sebas strikes out Kearns. Went to the curveball to get him.
After a discussion with Jason VARITEK, they decide on the breaking ball, the curveball from Sebas, and he picks up the strikeout. Second time that Kearns has struck out tonight.
So 2 down, LAPORTA at second base, and Jason Donald the batter. Singled in the 2nd inning, lined out to center field in the 4th. This one fouled back. Sebas throwing at 94 miles an hour. Swing and a miss. Elevates at 94. Back-to-back fastballs and is ahead 0-2. Red Sox in the bottom of the 6th inning. Will have Youkilis, Ortiz, and Crawford coming up. Right now trailing by 2 thanks to the 2-run home run by Carlos Santana to begin this inning. Now Franklin Morales. Alfredo Sebas ready with an 0-2 pitch to Jason Donald. There is strike 3 over the outside corner. Another fastball at 95. The Indians take a 5-3 lead. 5.5 done. for the bottom of the 6th inning back at Fenway Park. Kevin Youkilis, David Ortiz, Carl Crawford to face Justin Masterson. And a 26-minute wait as the Cleveland Indians put together a lead now for Masterson. Up to 93 pitches. Youkilis fouls it off and is down 0-2. This is George Purdy, who today had a pretty big day. Not only is it his 6th birthday, but he got to meet Dustin Pedroia at Red Sox summer camp. So it's been a big day for George. To third base, Donald backed up now to throw across in time as we send it down to Heidi.
Don, it's time for your HP Touchpad MLB news and notes. Cardinals catcher Yadier Molina has been suspended 5 games and fined for his actions in Tuesday's game in Milwaukee. Major League Baseball cited Molina for, quote, making contact with umpire Rod Drake multiple times and spraying him with spittle twice while arguing, end quote. Molina has apologized. He will begin serving that suspension tonight. And former Red Sox Matt Stairs says he is planning on retiring. The 43-year-old was cut by the Nationals Monday after batting just .154 over 56 games. Stairs is the career leader in pinch hit home runs with 23. Don?
All right, Heidi, thank you very much. If it is indeed the end of the road for Bangor, Maine's Matt Stairs, and we wish him well. An amazing career for him over the years, especially coming off the bench and pinch hitting in the National League.
Not an easy thing to do. That's a very difficult craft, and he did it very well.
Big Papi with a 2-0 pitch, and he fouls off. Oh, nice catches tonight here at Fenway. Chance for another. This time not so much. 2-2. David singled in the first inning to drive in his 70th run of the year. Struck out swinging in the 4th, 1 for 2. Pops it up. Foul ground towards the seats and out of play. Arbor Coat exterior stain by Benjamin Moore. Revolutionary waterborne stain that outperforms the best oil-based stains on the market. Find Arbor Coat at your local Benjamin Moore retailer. 1 out here in the bottom of the 6th inning. Red Sox trailing by 2. Ortiz takes ball 3.
And slider there by Masterson. That didn't miss by very much. Called for being low.
Just his second 3-ball count as Ortiz grounds this one foul. Masterson has not walked anybody tonight. Has 8 strikeouts through 5 1/3 innings. Carl Crawford waits on deck as the Red Sox bat here in the 6th inning. Ortiz will send it foul back and out of play. 9th pitch of the at-bat coming up. Down and in, and Ortiz will take the walk. First walk given up by Masterson. It's time for a game break in Tom Caron. TC. Okay, Tom, thanks very much. We check out the pitching line for Justin Masterson, brought to you by Lexus. 5 1/3, 5 hits, 3 runs, a walk, and 8 Ks. Pitch 105 is in there for strike one. Carl Crawford 0 for 2 tonight. He's lined out to left and grounded out to short. Well, he takes ball 1-1-1. The pen is busy for the Indians. Chad Durbin and Rafael Perez. Ball 2, 2-1.
Hell, good news. Masterson has very good stuff tonight, but that pitch count starting to rise now for him.
Swinging a foul, 2-2. Mentioned off the top, he had a lengthy wait, 26 minutes. And now has reached 108 pitches here tonight. Walking his first batter here in the 6th inning. Now a 2-2 to Crawford. It's outside, ball 3. First 5 innings, Masterson had 1 3-ball count. Now he's had back-to-back 3-ball counts. And a foul off to the left. Crawford chops it to third. Donald will go to second, off the glove of KIPNIS, and everybody is safe.
Well, a big break there for the Red Sox. Could have been maybe a double play to end this inning. Instead, KIPNIS picks up his 2nd error of the season. Throw from Donald. It's a little bit high, but one that KIPNIS should handle for at least the forced out at second base.
There's an error on KIPNIS. So first and second, 1 out. And before Josh Reddick can stand in, Tim Belcher, the pitching coach, comes out to talk to Justin Masterson. Time now for the cold hard blast. And Josh Reddick with a home run, his 4th of the year. Red Sox tied the score at 3-3. That was in the 4th inning. Frost brewed Coors Light, the world's most refreshing beer. Well, 1 out, 2 on, and Josh Reddick. 3rd at bat of the night. David Ortiz at second. Carl Crawford at first. 1 out. Ball 1. First time the Red Sox have had 2 men on in an inning since the 1st inning. They got 2 runs. In the air to left. Kearns coming in. Hooks back to him as he makes the catch for the 2nd out. Ball coming off the bat of a left-hander, hooking back to Kearns, 2 down.
Second time, ball really hit hard by Josh Reddick, of course, pulling the home run last time in a hard line drive, but right at Austin Kearns out there in left field. That's a pretty swing right there by Reddick, but the results, 2nd out of the inning.
Two down for Jason VARITEK. He has struck out twice tonight against Masterson. Full time swinging. Masterson has 8 strikeouts tonight. There is strike 1. Ortiz at second, Crawford at first, 2 outs here in the 6th. That one gets away, up and away, and it is 1-1, 93 for Masterson. Has not looked as sharp in the 6th inning as he did in the first 5.
Maybe fatiguing a little bit. That pitch count up now to 115.
Outside for ball 2, 2-1. Youkilis grounded out to third to begin the inning. David Ortiz walked. Crawford reaching on a fielder's choice and an error committed by the second baseman KIPNIS. Reddick lining out, so 2 on, 2 outs, and a 2-1 to VARITEK. Fouls it off, 2-2. Boston Red Sox baseball on NESN is brought to you by Southwest Airlines. The Yankees and White Sox who started an hour later than the Red Sox and Cleveland Indians. They've got a 1-1 game going in Chicago. 2-2 to VARITEK. There's a swing and a miss. Jason strikes out for the 3rd time tonight. 9 Ks for Masterson through 6-5-3 Indians. Brought to you by Eastern Bank. We believe something as simple as your checking account shouldn't come with a lot of strings attached. Eastern Free Checking. See just how good a checking account can feel. Back at Fenway Park, we have heard from fans from Rhode Island, and now San Jose, California checks in. As the Red Sox and Indians play on to the 7th inning. And it is Andrew Miller comes out of the pen. He had made 8 starts for the Red Sox. First relief appearance for him, 4-1 with a 5.36 earned run average. And opponents hitting at .315 against him. He's got 25 walks, 25 strikeouts. This is his 26th overall appearance out of the pen. Had 2 appearances last year out of the pen. Ezequiel Carrera leads it off and takes ball 1. Carrera 0 for 3 in the game as he struck out in the first, lined out in the third, grounded out in the 5th. Fights this one off foul, 1-1.
Instead of bringing Miller in last inning, they want him to start an inning because he has been starting, so he gets a full warm-up session down in the bullpen.
Swing and a miss, and it's 1-2.
Miller going to the breaking ball will pick up the second strike against Cabrera.
Spinning out of the way on a pitch that misses inside. 2-2. Indians have action in their pen. Vinny Pastano warming up. Off the end of the bat, foul. 2-2. Alfredo Aceves got the final 2 outs of the 6th inning. He goes 2/3 and gives up 1 hit, the double to Matt LaPorta. He was able to strike out Kearns and Donald to end the inning. So 2 Ks, no walks. In the dirt, ball 3, and a full count now. Told you off the top about the problems walk-wise for Andrew Miller that he had as a starter. And here in a full count to the first batter that he faces as a reliever. There's a ground ball to short. Scudero plays the hop and throws to first for out number 1. Dunkin' Donuts is honoring different service organizations that are working to help make neighbors better places. Tonight, we honor nurses from the South Shore Hospital as the Dunkin' Donuts Community Champion. Dunkin' Donuts is committed to finding a cure for cancer, and participating locations be asking guests to donate $1 to support Cups to Conquer Cancer from August 13th through the 21st, with proceeds going to the Jimmy Fund and Dunkin' Donuts and Baskin-Robbins Community Foundation. Pitch is outside from Miller. Jason Kipnis is 1 for 3 in the game. Singled in the 3rd inning. Fights it off foul. 2-1. On deck is ASDRUBAL Cabrera. The Indians batting here in the 7th inning. Swing and a miss, and it evens at 2-2.
Another good breaking ball there by Andrew Miller. Run the count to 2 balls and 2 strikes. Sweeping breaking ball away from Kipnis.
Missing with the fastball at 97 that time. Good velocity from Miller, but off the mark. Swing and a miss. Strikes out Kipnis. First K for Miller. 2 down here in the 7th inning.
Couple of good curveballs from Miller in that particular at bat to Kipnis. Another one here to pick up the strikeout.
So 2 down in the 7th inning as ASDRUBAL Cabrera stands in. He is 0 for 3. He was fouled out, reached on a fielder's choice, and flied out to right. Batting out of the 3 spot in the Indians order. There's ball 1. Swing and a miss, off balance, and it's 1-1. Andrew Miller in his first relief appearance in a Red Sox uniform. It's Cabrera to ground out to short. Strikes out KIPNIS. Now ready with a 1-1 to ASDRUBAL Cabrera. And a line drive into left field. Just over the outstretched glove of Marco Scudero. And a 2-out single for ASDRUBAL Cabrera, his first hit of the night.
Yeah, the Red Sox had held him hitless in the first 3 at-bats, but now he extends his hitting streak to 7 games with a topspin line drive up over the head of Marco Scudero.
So a 2-out base runner here for the Indians as Cabrera extends his hitting streak to 7 games. All-star shortstop for the Indians is at first base with 2 outs for Travis Hafner. Hafner struck out in the second, singled in the third, doubled in the 6th inning. There's ball 1. Miller has been behind all 4 batters so far here. No first pitch strikes. That is ball 2, 2-0. Hafner with a double off the wall last time up in the 6th inning. He would score on the 2-run home run by Carlos Santana in the 6th, and it was the difference in the game. Nearly hit a home run. Hafner does have 10 home runs on the year. Ball 3, 3-0. Nineteen pitches total for Miller since coming in. 10 balls, 9 strikes. Hafner may have the green light. 3-0. He takes strike 1. Hafner swings away and hits one high and deep to left center field. Back goes Ellsbury, and that is off the wall. From first base, Cabrera going to try and score. He will on an RBI double. Second double of the night for Travis Hafner. And the Indians take a 6-3 lead.
Hafner gets the fastball on the 3-1 count, goes to the opposite field, high off that left field wall. Picks up his 45th RBI of the season, so after a couple of outs, the single, the double, and a run scored for the Indians.
No pinch runner as Lonnie Chisenhall comes into the game. Started the first 2 games of the series, and he pinch runs here for Travis Hafner. Carlos Santana, the batter. With 2 outs in the inning, Andrew Miller has given up another run. This one is in there for strike 1. He's now 12 hits in the game for the Indians, out hitting the Red Sox 12-5. One and one now to Santana. Red Sox have action in the pen. Dan Wheeler up and warming in the pen. The Red Sox now trailing by 3 runs. Chopped off the plate, softly left side. Scudero charges on the run, and in time. Nice play by Marco. A run for the Indians. Cleveland takes a 6-3 lead, 7th inning stretch. It's time now for your Need to Know with Nesson Daily, presented by Sun Life Financial. Here's Jade McCarthy. Debut, Eric Bedard ends up going the first 5 innings tonight, gives up 3 runs, leaves with a no decision. The Red Sox coming back. Josh Reddick with a home run tied the game 3-3. Reddick with his 5th home run of the season. But then the Indians in the 6th inning would get a 2-run shot from Carlos Santana. For Santana, his 16th home run of the year. Then they had another run in the top of the 7th inning, and Cleveland enjoys a 6-3 victory, 6-3 lead here as we head to the bottom of the 7th inning. New third baseman for the Indians, Jack Hanahan, in the game. Or Jason Donald. And the new pitcher is Vinny Pistano. 46th appearance, 1-1 with a 3.12 earned run average. 58 Ks and 40 in a third innings. And opponents hitting at 197 against Pistano. Marco Scudero made a nice play, charging the ball from shortstop to end last inning. Leads it off here in the bottom of the 7th. The Red Sox down by 3 runs.
Marco Scudero coming in, charging the ball hard, the over-the-top throw, and just getting his man at first base.
On the ground to his counterpart, at shortstop, as ASDRUBAL Cabrera throws him out for the first out of the 7th inning. Immediately following the game, stay with us for WB Mason Extra Innings Live with TC, Peter, and Heidi. A breakdown of Eric Bedard's Red Sox debut, including his take on tonight's performance. Also have the manager's perspective in the From the Press Room segment. It's all coming up right after the game on WB Mason Extra Innings Live. One out here in the 7th inning. Jacoby Ellsbury singled in the first, struck out in the second, singled in the 5th. It's another multi-hit night for Ellsbury, who has to jump back out of the way.
Looks like Jacoby wanted to drop that ball down the third baseline, but the next reaction was trying to get out of the way of the inside fastball.
And Justin Masterson tonight going the first 6 innings. We have 5 hits, 3 runs, walked 1, struck out 9. Second most pitches he's thrown in his career in an outing, 118.
And has a chance to go 3-0 lifetime against his former ball club.
Came in individually into tonight's effort with an 8-7 record. Ball 4 and a 4-pitch walk to Jacoby Ellsbury. Second walk given up by Indians pitching. Take a look at the road ahead, brought to you by Safeco Insurance. Tomorrow, the Red Sox welcome the Yankees to Fenway for the first time since April. Boston enters the day with a 1-game lead over New York. The main reason why is their 8-1 record versus the Yankees this season. Sox have outscored the Yankees by 23 runs in the 9 games. Have a .290 batting average as a team, over 60 points better than the Yankees do in the season series. NESN's live coverage begins at 5:30 with Friday Night Fenway.
Should have saved that graphic, Don, for the Open tomorrow.
I'm thinking that's where we're going, probably.
Yeah,
I would think.
I would think so.
It's a 2-1 Yankees lead tonight. If they can hold on and the Red Sox aren't able to come back, they would be tied going into the series tomorrow night. Pedroia didn't think it was strike 2, but he's down 0-2.
And a slider that came at Pedroia, then apparently picked up the inside corner.
Swing and a miss makes quick work of Pedroia, who strikes out. 2 down in the 7th inning.
Back away with the fastball this time for Pastano.
2 down here in the 7th inning. Adrian Gonzalez coming up as Rafael Perez. And used in this series along with Tony Sipp, 2 good lefties that the Indians feature. Down and in to Gonzalez for ball 1. Adrian doubled back in the first inning and scored. Since then, a strikeout and a flyout. Knocked in a run with that double in the first and gave the Red Sox a 1-0 advantage at the time. In there for strike 1. Foul off Santana. He's got a lot of foul tips in this game.
The bruises probably don't hurt as much, though, because he's had a pretty good offensive night for the Indians. 3 hits in the ball game, including 3 RBIs and the home run.
A tough night last night, striking out 4 times. But not tonight. Big 2-run home run for him. The game was tied 3-3, and Indians had another run. It's now 6-3 Indians with 2 outs in the 7th. Gonzalez sends it foul, and it hangs at 1-2. Youkilis waits on deck. Ellsbury walked at first base now with 2 down. Gonzalez chops it towards the shortstop with the shift on, and Cabrera tags the bag to end the inning. 7 done from Fenway. It's 6-3 Indians. top of the Red Sox. Andrew Miller back on the mound for inning number 8. Kosuke Fukudome leading it off here in the 8th inning. 1-for-3 night. The Indians right fielder who takes ball 1. Second inning of relief for Andrew Miller. He gave up a run in the 7th inning. Swing and a miss, and it's 1-1. Miller's first appearance out of the pen for the Red Sox. Strike 2, 1-2. Miller, the 4th arm used tonight by Terry Francona. 5 innings for Bedard. 3rd for Morales. Fredo Aceves going 2/3, and now Andrew Miller. This is outside, 2-2. Indians winning game 1 of the series. The Red Sox in dramatic fashion taking games 2 and 3. Walk-off wins. This one fouled off the end of the bat. On deck, Matt LaPorta has got a new friend. '30th pitch for Miller. And it is blooped and into center field, out of the reach of Scudero. Leadoff single for Fukudome. Send it down to Heidi.
Don, if you're coming to the game tomorrow or Saturday, or you're just in the area, stop on by and bring some canned food to donate to the Greater Boston Food Bank. Now, the Red Sox wives are collecting canned food and cash donations at each of the gates starting 2 hours before the game and until the 2nd inning. Fans donating at least 10 non-perishable items or $10 will get an autographed picture of their favorite Red Sox player. The 20th annual Can and Cash Drive will take place Friday and Saturday. Don?
All right, Heidi, thank you very much.
Yeah, stuff like tuna fish, peanut butter.
Can't believe it's been 20 years already.
I know, that seems like an awfully long time, and it's been a very successful program.
1-0 is outside. 2-0. There is action in the Indians' pen. Tony Sipp, left-hander, starting to warm up. Swing and a miss. Matt LaPorta got a 2-1 now.
Kind of sitting on a fastball there on a 2-0 count. Didn't get it. Got a changeup from Andrew Miller.
Porter with a single in the 2nd. He struck out in the 4th, doubled in the 6th inning. And hits a fly ball to center field. In comes Ellsbury, who actually had started back initially. Makes a good running catch for the first out of the 8th. When you want to hear the latest news and information on your favorite baseball team any time, day or night, flip your radio on to WEEI Sports Radio Network. It's a home for Dennis and Callahan, heard every weekday at 6 and also seen right here on Nesson. 1 on, 1 out, and Austin Kearns. So for 3, he's grounded out and struck out twice. Late swing and a foul back into the grandstand. Down and in, 1-1 to Kearns. Kearns who broke into the big leagues with the Cincinnati Reds, also time with the Washington Nationals. And last year appeared with the Cleveland Indians for the first time before he went to the Yankees. Trade deadline last year, now back with the Indians, signing as a free agent. .31 years old, from Lexington, Kentucky. Runner goes. The pitch is a ball. No throw from VARITEK, and in standing goes Fukudome.
Now Fukudome picked a good pitch to go on, a changeup from Andrew Miller. And VARITEK thinking about a throw, but no chance at all to get him at second base. So Fukudome picks up his first steal in a Cleveland uniform.
Kearns will tap it foul, and it evens up now at 2-2. This Fenway crowd has been quieted tonight by the Indians. They banged out 13 hits and have 6 runs. 2-2 pitch, and Kearns gets hit on a pitch in. Down to first he goes as Miller hits him.
Miller trying to go down and in with the breaking ball, instead gets Austin Kearns. So a couple of men on now for Cleveland with 1 out. That had to hurt. That looked like it was right off the shin.
Two on, 1 away, and Jack Anahan, the batter, took over defensively at third base last inning. .214 hitter, 5 homers, 23 runs batted in. Former Oakland A takes strike 1. Anahan didn't think so. Actually better against lefties, hitting at .292. Yes. Count evens at 1-1. Anahan first with the Detroit Tigers, breaking into the big leagues, and the Oakland A's. And last year played 33 games in Pawtucket, playing in AAA for the Red Sox. That one's by him at 94 on the fastball, and it's 1-2. Swing and a miss. Miller able to strike out Hanahan. First strikeout. And there's 2 down in the 8th.
Gets him with a fastball that's down and probably out of the strike zone. But since coming into the game, the second strikeout for Andrew Miller.
Well, 2 on and 2 down here for the Indians. Ezequiel Carrera 0 for 4 from the top spot in the Indians order. And he grounds one towards second. Pedroia will flip to second for the out. That ends the top of the 8th inning. We head to the bottom of the 8th. It's 6-3 Indians. Sox final with TC, Peter, and Heidi. The final word from Fenway and a preview of tomorrow's pitching matchup between John Lester and Bartolo Colon in the series opener with the Yankees. Plus highlights from around the majors. It's all coming up right after the game, and it's only on NESN. 6-3, the Indians on top of the Red Sox. We head to the bottom of the 8th inning. Youkilis, Ortiz, and Crawford. Youkilis hits it high in the air to left. Austin Kearns coming in. And he'll make the catch. Wynn push it back even further than where he started. One down.
Yeah, that breeze blowing slightly in from center field tonight here at Fenway Park. Very unusual in the summer for it to do that.
One out here, and out comes Manny Acta. Got left-handed hitting David Ortiz coming up, and it's got Tony Sipp in the pen. One out in the 8th, 6-3 Indians. To the Red Sox and the Red Sox on NESN during the 2011 Red Sox season. Hess and Hess Express will donate $500 to the Red Sox Foundation for every Red Sox home run. Hess and Hess Express committed to helping the cause. One out in the 8th, and Tony Sipp into the game for the Indians. Left-hander making his 51st appearance of the year, 6-2, the 2.98 earned run average. One sitting at 181 against him is David Ortiz. Takes a hack at the first offering and fouls it off. Michael Vega, the Boston Globe.
Vega with
nice
the catch. Wow. Contributed to our pregame show.
Nice job, Michael. Ortiz to left. Kearns going back, but he's got room as he makes the catch in front of the track. 2 down.
Manny Acta's got this lined up pretty much the way he wanted it. The right-handed to face Youkilis, then go get Tony Sipp, where you have Ortiz, Crawford, and Reddick due up.
Well, Sipp against the Red Sox 9 appearances, has not given up a hit to the Red Sox. He's got out number 2 of this inning. And Carl Crawford, the batter, as that one bounces in. Carl tonight is lined out to left, grounded out to short, reached on a fielder's choice. That's in there for strike 1. Saw Chris Perez in the first game of the series come on and close it out for the Indians. It was a non-save situation. He came in and finished off the game. Crawford. Ball 3-3-1. Justin Masterson, pitcher of record for the Indians, went the first 6 innings. 5 hits, 3 runs. He walked a batter, struck out 9. Vinny Pistano going an inning into third, and now Tony Sipp. Fouled off, full count to Carl Crawford. Josh Reddick, who homered to tie the game back in the 4th inning, made it 3-3, but since then the Tribe has come up with 2 runs in the 6th, the run in the 7th, and the Red Sox have not scored again. Crawford grounds it towards Cabrera at short, gets the high hop, and ends the inning. 1-2-3-8. We head for the 9th. 6-3, Indians on top. As leading it off is Jason Kipnis against Andrew Miller. We're getting his 3rd inning of relief. Kipnis is 1 for 4 in the game tonight, a single back in the 3rd inning. He's got one of the 13 hits tonight for the Indians. The 0-1 pitch is, did he go? They check. No. It's Jerry Davis. Red Sox have action in the pen. Dan Wheeler back up again. And the Indians pen is busy. The closer, Chris Perez. A 1-1 to Kipnis. Fouled off to the left, 1-2. Yankees have upped their lead. New York now with a 4-1 advantage over the Chicago White Sox in the 7th. So if that holds up there and this holds up here, this would be a tie atop the American League East heading into the 3-game series between the Red Sox and the Yankees, and the first visit of the Yankees here to Fenway Park since April. This is fouled off and out of play. Two is swing and a miss, and KIPNIS strikes out. It's a third strikeout for Andrew Miller, 1 down.
And the second time he has got KIPNIS on the breaking ball tonight. Got him in the 7th, and now once again here in the 9th.
One out in the 9th inning. Pitching matchups over the weekend, incidentally. Leicester against Cologne here tomorrow night in game 1 of the series. Lackey and Sabathia on Saturday. And then Sunday night, Beckett against Garcia. The start of the season, it was hard to tell what the Yankees were going to get out of Cologne and Garcia. And Bartolo Colon coming in tomorrow night, he is 8-6 with a 3.30 earned run average. Freddie Garcia is into double figures in wins. He's 10-7 with a 3.22 ERA. So you get a lot out of those guys.
They certainly have. A lot more than what people expected.
Strike over the outside corner. 1-1 to ASDRUBAL Cabrera. And a single his last time up. A 1-for-4 night. Don't forget, coming up immediately after the game, to stay with us for WB Mason Extra Innings Live. It's all the post-game coverage you'll need right here on NESN. It's outside, ball 3. On deck is Lonnie Chisenhall. A pinch ran for Hafner. Cabrera makes it 3-2.
There's that changeup again for Miller when he's behind in the count. A 3-1 changeup that was a little bit up in the zone, but still chased.
I think he may have hurt himself on that swing. He's been wincing ever since.
Hand maybe, left hand, left wrist.
In the dirt, and Cabrera draws a 1-out walk. It is the first walk given up by Miller since coming into the game. So 1 out, 1 on, and Lonnie Chisenhall coming up. .225, 3 homers and 5 runs batted in. Again, the year at AAA Columbus, 65 games. Columbus at .265. And he is 1 for 10 against left-handed pitching since coming up. The one part, though, is a home run. As he gets jammed and flips it foul off to the left. Well, looking ahead to the bottom of the 9th, Josh Reddick, Jason VARITEK, Marco Scutaro scheduled to bat. Notice that Jared Saltalamacchia came in from the pen. Here's an 0-1 now to Chisenhall, who takes it outside, 1-1. That's a strike, 1-2.
Been a very tight played series, hasn't it? All
Yes.
the way through, right from game 1 of the series.
Angel Hernandez behind the plate tonight. The 1-2 pitch. Yeah, swing and a miss. Chisenhall down on strikes. It's 4 strikeouts now for Miller, second of the night.
Miller once again going to the breaking ball against the left-handed hitter. That ball ending up out of the zone, but chased by Chisenhall.
Last 2 appearances, 12 Ks and 2 walks for Miller. He's got 4 strikeouts and 1 walk in this appearance so far. 2 outs in the top of the 9th. And Carlos Santana, the batter, his 2-run home run in the 6th inning, broke a 3-3 tie. Indians had another run in the 7th inning. There's strike 1 from Andrew Miller. We're in the 8th now in Chicago. 4-1 Yankees on top. Down and in, and it is 1-1. Eric Bedard starting tonight for the Red Sox for the first time in his career. In 5 innings, giving up 7 hits, 3 runs, no walks, 5 Ks, no decision. So Franklin Morales, who gave up 2 runs in the 3rd of an inning, he's on the hook, incidentally, right now for the Red Sox. There's a 1-1. In tight, 2-1. Santana goes around. As taken off was ASDRUBAL Cabrera. He'll take second as the count evens at 2-2. So scoring position.
Yeah, a couple of stolen bases against Miller since he's been in the ball game. Cabrera picks up his 14th steal of the season. He's only been thrown out 3 times.
Fukudome also stole a base. Did that in the 8th against Miller. And out is Cabrera at second base with 2 down. Here's a 2-2 to Santana. Down and in, ball 3. There's Fukudome waiting on deck. 2 outs in the 9th. Red Sox trying to keep this a 3-run deficit. Little number in front of the plate. VARITEK aggressively out, but it does go foul.
VARITEK trying to get this ball while it's still in fair territory, but the spin on it brings it back foul.
Two pitch. There is ball 4, and down to first base goes Santana. Cabrera is running on the pitch and takes third base. Second walk given up by Miller of the inning, and it's 1st and 3rd with 2 down. Here comes Fukudome, who is 2 for 4 in the game, both singles.
Fukudome actually has a higher average against left-handed hitters this season than right-handed hitters. 268 coming into the game tonight.
In the dirt, VARITEK blocks it, and there's ball one. Santana with a big secondary lead, but he returns to the bag at first. Chad Durbin, right-hander, warming now for the Indians. One thing we saw the other night from Chris Perez, he warmed up then sat down, but then came into the game. Not sure if it's a regular thing for him or not, but Durbin's the only one warming right now. There he is. Maybe when he gets done with, when he's ready, he just kind of sits down. What we saw in game one.
Now you would certainly expect him to see him here in this 6-3 ball game as it stands right now.
First and third, 2 down in the ninth. Here's a 2-0. Fukudome will pop it up. Youkilis heads into foul ground. Over by the stands, will run out of room. Uke will head into the photographer's well and get some help from Bill Titus.
Nice effort by Kevin Youkilis, going as far as he can, and a nice save by Billy Titus. That almost hit Marky Mark in the head, but Tito able to save Kevin Youkilis from falling over.
Fukudome to deep left field. Back goes Crawford, and that ball is off the wall. One run is in. As they'll stop Santana at third, it's an RBI double off the wall for Fukudome, and the Indians up their lead to 7-3. Third hit for Fukudome of the night, and now Terry Francona's got to go to the pen. Pitching change from Fenway. Indians on top 7-3. Dan Wheeler coming in. Grey Goose, and by New England Subaru dealers. A very nice night here in Boston. Everything's great, but the score for the Red Sox are now trail 7-3. Cleveland Indians adding to their total here in the ninth with 1 run so far. Red Sox move on to their 5th arm of the night. Dan Wheeler, 34th appearance, 2-1 with a 4.54 earned run average. Opponent's hitting at 252 against Wheeler. And he comes into a second and third 2-out situation in the 9th inning. And it'll be Matt LAPORTA coming up here for the Indians. LAPORTA's had a 2-hit night. Single and a double as he bats with Carlos Santana at third base, Kosuke Fukudome at second base. Andrew Miller responsible for the runners at second and third. On the ground foul. Indians have been 5 for 12 with runners in scoring position in tonight's game. Red Sox have only 4 at bats. Runners in scoring position, they're 2 for 4. Another opportunity here for Cleveland. A ball and a strike. Strike 2. Dan Wheeler's had 4 straight scoreless appearances. Last work on Saturday night in Chicago against the White Sox. It's the 9th inning. His last 6 1/3 innings pitched have been scoreless. Five runs allowed in the last 22 outings. 1-2 to Matt LaPorta. Swinging a foul, still 1-2. 20th home appearance this season now for Wheeler. Santana at third, Fukudome at second, 2 down in the ninth. In the air to left field. Back goes Crawford, almost to the track, as he'll put it away to end the inning. But Josh Reddick earlier this evening hit a home run. He will lead it off when we come back to Fenway, bottom of the ninth, with 7-3 Indians. We head to the bottom of the ninth inning. The Indians closer does come into the game here, and Chris Perez to finish it off. Very similar circumstance the other night. It was a 4-run lead when he came into game 1, and it is a 4-run lead as he comes in here for game 4. His 42nd appearance, 2-5, 3.11 earned run average. He's had only 1 save opportunity since the break, but he is 22 out of 24 in that category. And opponents hitting at .221 against Perez. Josh Reddick to lead it off here in the bottom of the ninth inning. Reddick reached on a wild pitch after he struck out in the second inning. Solo home run in the fourth, his 5th home run of the year, and lined out to left field in the 6th inning. There's a foul off to left out of play, 0-2. 18th appearance for Perez in a non-save situation. There's a 3.78 earned run average in non-save opportunities. 2.57 in save opportunities, and Reddick lines it out to center, but Cabrera makes the catch for the first out of the 9th.
Well, the pitching has been very good tonight for the Cleveland Indians. Justin Masterson, of course, starting the ball game. The bullpen has been very good. Pastano, Sip, and now Perez here in the 9th inning.
Indians trying to gain a game on the Tigers, who lost tonight 5-2 to the Texas Rangers. Maniacta's Indians started the night 4 games back of the Tigers, so they can get as close as 3 before they head to Texas. There is ball 1. Actually, it's a strike. I beg your pardon. Lost tonight, and the Indians would have dipped under 500 for the first time since they were 1-2. It's been a tough night at the plate for Jason VARITEK, who has struck out 3 times. In the air to right field, Fukudome in a few steps. 2 outs in the 9th. And it'll take something from Marco Scudero if we are to continue with 2 down in the 9th. Marco 0 for 3 has struck out, flied out, and grounded out. Reminder to stay with us for Granite City Electric's Red Sox final. Complete post-game coverage is coming up after the game from our Nesson studios. Strike 1, 1-1 to Scudero.
That ball looked a little bit low, and Scudero having something to say to Angel Hernandez. I guess not.
Popped up foul. Back and into the seats, 1-2. Well, for Justin Masterson, he could improve to 3-0 in 4 career starts against his old team. If Chris Perez can wrap it up here in the 9th inning. He's got 2 outs, and here's the 1-2 pitch to Marco Scudero. This is laced foul. Out ahead is Scudero. Scudero now late and sends it foul. Red Sox in dramatic fashion taking games 2 and 3 of this series. Jacoby Ellsbury with the walk-off wins. Single and a home run. This is to right, and back goes Fukudome. No magic tonight for the Red Sox as the Cleveland Indians win this one 7-3. And tonight in Eric Bedard's debut in a Red Sox uniform, it's Justin Masterson who really kept the Red Sox at bay.
Well, runs them down to 3-0 against his former club. He pitches very well again tonight with a very good fastball. The bullpen in particular tonight very good for the Cleveland Indians, and splitting this series with Cleveland. Cleveland has been a tough matchup all season long for the Boston Red Sox.
7-3 final. The Indians take game 4 of the series and split the series with the Red Sox. With Jerry Remy and Heidi Watney, I'm Don Orsillo saying good night from Fenway. Join us again tomorrow as the Yankees enter Fenway for the weekend series. It'll be Leicester against Cologne. Live coverage from Yawkey Way begins at 5:30 on Friday Night Fenway. Let's send it down to the Ness and H.